I grew up with low self-esteem. Was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you, I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home, like walking barefoot up a gravel road. The pain gon' make you unstoppable, now audible. Feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives, the crew riding round in a Benzo. Red carpets when we arrive, I'll be in charge of my own fate. Left the excuses behind, now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now. I used to crash on the couch, now I got cash in the bank. Look at me now, she didn't want me around, now she begging me to stay. Look at me now, nobody knew who I was, now everyone's screaming my name. Look at me now, I couldn't look at myself, now I see the mirror and say, look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. I wonder if I made you proud.
Following dreams like your favorite content creator. I promised my mama I'll make it, that woman the queen. The grind of my father been embedded in me since I was a teen. Mashallah, Ameen, that's what they say to me now. What you expect from the boy? I pop on their feed, they all wanna hate on me now. Why you disrespecting the boy? That's just confirmation that I'ma win. The beat getting beat up, I'm violent. I'm smooth like I'm C on the violin. I try, if I fail, I'ma try again, no denying it. I know I was built for this, I would die, I would kill for this. I showed them 1,000 times I'm about this life, I don't know how they still forget. Flew to LA in the big C, everything I do is big heat. Everything I do is mesquite, making big moves, keep them discreet. 100 new connections this week, making flips like a Misty. Eyes stacked up against me, told them miss me. Mama, look at me now, I used to crash on the couch, now I got cash in the bank. Look at me now, she didn't want me around, now she begging me to stay. Look at me now, nobody knew who I was, now everyone's screaming my name. Look at me now, I couldn't look at myself, now I see the mirror and say, look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now.
I wonder if I made you proud.
Yes, really, really good. Some great music going here. Welcome, welcome. Welcoming those who are here tonight. I am so happy it is Friday. My name is Alameda Pitts. I'm founder and principal consultant of Atiba Consulting. And tonight we are part of the series of Unwind and Jam. And tonight's Friday. It's Friday, y'all. So we're focusing on belonging on tonight. How are you reimagining belonging? Who's in your community to help you support that? Also, how are you reflecting upon belonging with yourself? That's important as well, because we know we have one of the greatest epidemics happening right now, which is the loneliness epidemic. And it is so important to name how that's showing up and how people do not feel like they have people to count on or to be in a space where they can be with themselves. So tonight I just want to name that it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to have two parts because I'm still learning how to stream and to give honor to all copyright, to all those who are artists. I understand, because I definitely understand copyright, but I also know there are certain platforms that will allow you to play, like you can stream and play music live without getting like a strike against your page. And so I've been kind of playing around with things. I've been noticing what I can and cannot do. And so as a result, what I want to do is I'm going to play first half here on Facebook and YouTube Live. And then you can find here in the ticker, you can find me on Twitch. And that's why I'll go over and play a little bit of jams. I also wanted to kind of stream a little bit because we know we got Kendrick Lamar's album coming out today or last night. It came out last night. So we can stream that just a little bit and then be able to have a little bit of jam session there. The only thing is I can't record it because, again, we want to give honor to the streams, but acknowledging that we can show up in a space where we can stream live. So that is great. So I am going to give room to a space that I am playing from, which is called Audio. So it's a little bit of different music today because it's more royalty free and also gives shine to artists that we may have not heard before. And if you're interested in learning more about some of these artists, you can just feel free to chat with me, either post, replay, or doing the live chat. And we'll be together for this part one, right? So part one will be about 30 minutes. And then part two, we'll head over to Twitch. So follow me over there, and you can also find it in the Facebook description, and you can find it right here in my ticker right here. So again, we'll be on Station Head tonight. So I'll be What the Qual, WHATTheQuol. And then also Twitch, which is WHAT_the_QOL. So that's what we're doing tonight, y'all. We are focusing on belonging. How are you creating belonging? I know for myself, there's been highs and lows this week, highs and lows throughout this year, this month. And one of the things that's kept me really sturdy and reminded myself not to be the strong friend or the strong daughter or the strong mentor, co-worker, whatever it may be, and how I show up in different spaces is that I don't have to be strong like that. I actually am resting my cape. Yeah. Shout out to Dr. Raquel Martin and the NAP ministry as well. So 2 different amazing influencers. So Dr. Raquel Martin, amazing clinical psychologist, does amazing work. And especially when it comes to anti-racism and acknowledging how racism and race trauma affects especially Black women and Black men and those who identify as gender nonconforming, gender fluid, all of that coming into space. And so acknowledging that. And then we also have Trisha Hersey, who's the founder of the NAP ministry. And Trisha's been teaching us as well about like not being the strong person. Like we all need to be checked on, right? We all need to be checked on. So how are y'all building community? That's our focus on tonight. And we'll have a journal prompt. We'll also have a space to reflect upon a wellness prompt. We'll have some resources as well that you can check out. Of course, we have our QR codes so that you can be able to donate. I do have a donate here on Venmo, and I also have some resources that we share at Atima that you can participate within too. So with that being stated, let's get back to some more of the royalty-free jams and artists who are doing some amazing beats. And the theme tonight is about belonging, and I'm kind of giving a room to bass beats. I think that's what it's called, Beast beat. Sorry. So it's really got some good beats in it, and it's just really good bass line as well. So continue to jam with me, and I'll check back with you in a little bit.
Smoke up, gas in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the button. Never in the block with the yacht for events. Skin kept close, cause you putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump out.
Oh, I think I stopped that. Sorry, y'all. Let me get back on there. I was listening to make sure we were linked on Facebook Live through phone. So let me get it back here.
Right side it came. Right side. Kicks on and I'm good. Pitched up on my own. Right side it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up, I turned ghost on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that, it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims, don't stop. Watch the in. Never in the block with the yacht for events. Skin kept close, cause you putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump in. Right side, king. Right side the king. Right side the king.
And I told you so, I'm a kid in the candy store. Put the leather on the denim. I ain't the cure, I'm the venom. If you wanna find me, find the taillight. Something's coming in, you're gonna wanna take a red eye. It's time to go. It's time to go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. I don't wait for nobody. I'm a summer name on the dotty. City lights call my name, drawn to the flame, and I'm feeling kinda naughty. I hit the ground running, step out the door and I'm stunning. Better hold tight cause you know what's going down. I'm setting the pace cause this is my town. So get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Don't blink, don't blink.
All right, welcome to tonight's Unwind and Jam. I am your host, Almeda, and my pronouns are she, they, and I am founder and principal consultant of Atima Consulting, and we are doing the Unwind and Jam series tonight, and today's focus is on belonging. Like, how are you really creating belonging, especially as we're coming to the end of this year? There's so many holidays happening, harvest season, winter solstice, all that's happening. And we know that during this time as well, that this is a time too, that we acknowledge that the loneliness epidemic is a big epidemic happening right now. I believe it's like an extension of what we've been experiencing with just COVID, everything that's been happening, continuously happening, connected to that, and being able to acknowledge that we're not really in community. And I believe there's so many parts as well, just everything that's happening right now in our world, being divided, being separated. And one of the things that we acknowledge is that we're going to need each other even the more as time comes, y'all. So being able to acknowledge that is so important. So one of the things that we're going to reflect upon today is a journal prompt around belonging and a wellness prompt. So let's pull up our journal prompt first. And our journal prompt is focused on the following question. Oh, that's my wellness. How about the journal? There we go. So reflect on belonging. Where in your life do you feel most seen and valued? How can you nurture more spaces where you and others feel like you belong? I'm going to read it again. Reflect on belonging. Where in your life do you feel most seen and valued? How can you nurture more spaces where you and others feel like you belong, feel like you just truly belong? So where are those spaces? You're more than welcome to put it in the chat, more than welcome to do so, being able to acknowledge, where do you feel like you are having spaces of belonging? I know for myself, I have it with my friends. Thank y'all for the homies across this nation, across this world. I'm so grateful. And those friends have also identified as family for me as well. So I have friends plus family coming together as family, and I'm grateful for that. I also have my family. Like, first and foremost, I'm so grateful for my family who either are truly bio family as well as like kin spaces where we'd be like my play cousin, my play uncle. Well, those are my peoples, right? You couldn't tell me nothing different. So I think about all that in my spaces and navigating that. I think about also communities that I'm in when it comes to like activism or advocacy. Those are places that I feel like I belong. I love to dance, y'all. So when I'm in like maybe the club, I don't really do club like that as much as I used to For those who know, you know. But just acknowledging that I like dancing spaces, so wherever I can get to dance, such as even this moment, it feels like a place of belonging where I can just be able to say, hey, for those who like to dance, we have a commonality and, in common. So I do that. I also enjoy being in space to curate spaces where I can just truly rest. So having wellness spaces, resting spaces is important. I love to travel. Oh my goodness, there's some really great spaces out there for travel. I know I'm a part of as well, like Nomadness Travel Tribe. Love that tribe. It's been so helpful. Others, I think travel, this group that I've been a part of that helped nurture me, especially when I lived abroad, was Brothers and Sisters of South Korea. Shout out to them. I'm so grateful for that community as well. There's Brothers and Sisters of Indonesia, which is really great. I was so grateful to have the opportunity to participate with that community when I did visit Bali. That was really awesome, really fun. I'm trying to think, what else? This is not all exhaustive lists, but just saying these are spaces where I feel like I belong. Also identifying as queer, so being in a space of acknowledging that I'm part of the LGBTQIA, Two-Spirited Plus community, and be able to acknowledge that, I have this space and identity that allows me to be able to show up in community, allows me to acknowledge that I can show up in a space that feels like I can be truly free in myself without having to be unapologetic. And so those are spaces I'm grateful to be a part of, right? So important. And the most important, like the culture. For those who identify, we are not monolith, but just the Black culture. Oh, so amazing. The diaspora, every space. I am grateful to be able to acknowledge that and to have that space where I can show up in spaces and being in community. Yeah, so there's so many parts. This is not an exhaustive list. I think there's more storytelling here. So again, the journal prompt is reflect on belonging. Where in your life do you feel most seen and valued? How can you nurture more spaces where you and others feel like you belong? All right. Well, let's get back to the jams. Tonight's a little bit different. Just want to tell you that once more. We'll be here together for another 15 minutes, and then we're going to head over to Twitch. So you're going to follow us on Twitch. You can hear some more jams that can't play on Facebook or YouTube without being banned. I do not want to be banned at all. I'm sorry, my dog is down here, y'all. So let me see. She wants to get up. She's part of my community too, y'all. My little pup. This is Cece. She is just swirling around my little legs. This is Cielo, and she is a Mauser Maltese. She's a Mauser, which is a Maltese and Schnauzer. Oh my gosh, this is my little baby. All right. Okay, you're getting down. All right, so with that being stated, going back to again, where are you creating belonging? Where is that for you? How is that showing up for you? Okay. All right, let's get back to the jams. And I was just saying, sorry, train of thought, was that I am acknowledging we're going to go over to Twitch. So we're going to play some more jams that we can honor in a space that won't be recorded, but can just be played in live music, and then be in a space where we can't replay it. So you have to play anything here and remind yourself to head over to Twitch so we can play some other jams, such as some of the 90s jams. We could play reggaeton, K-pop, all that, country, all that. So I just want to give room to that, okay? All right. Thank y'all so much for joining me on tonight. Really appreciate you. And let's get back to some more music. Loving using audio, AUDIIO, for tonight. And let's see here. So coming back into the space, you have your journal prompt below. Let's try a wellness practice, a wellness practice. So now that you have a space to reflect, think about wellness practice. Like, how do you want to show up in a space of belonging? So here's the practice that you can engage within is belonging check-in. So one of the ways you can do this is reach out to someone who makes you feel seen and offer gratitude. Also, reflect on where you feel belonging and how you can nurture it, right? So reflect on where you feel belonging. Like, how do you even be in a space of being connected to yourself as well when it comes to belonging? Do you feel like you can really be a best friend to yourself? Give you room to all that. Now extend that same sense of belonging to someone else. So you're being able to first be able to go, who has been a part of my community that makes me feel like I truly belong? I truly have space. There's great identities there. There's great stories. There's great spaces of navigating where I can create a sense of community. There's also a space where you're kind of being number two, being able to check in with yourself to name, like, how do you feel like you are with yourself? Are you your own best friend? Are you your own great company? Can you keep yourself company? Can you be in a space of solitude? Not loneliness, but solitude with yourself. Then the third one is extend that same sense of belonging to someone else. Having that space to acknowledge that, again, we're one of the greatest epidemics right now, which is the loneliness epidemic, and being able to acknowledge that a lot of folks are not being in community right now. And it's a lot, especially on the holidays, right? Like, how are we being able to acknowledge where we are, being able to build community, where we are to navigate that? And as the months to come, y'all, the weeks, as we're ending 2024 and shifting into 2025, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's going to be so important for us to build community. How are you navigating that? And it's one of the things we think about when we come in as consultants within organizations, is being able to acknowledge, like, what does belonging really mean in this organization? Is it toxic? Is it a space where people don't feel like they belong? And if that's the case, how are we able to help y'all to pause, help an organization to pause, to reimagine what belonging is? That's important when it comes to like strategic planning. Even when it comes to individuals, right? Being able to have that part of like, what is belonging for you? What do you need to help you within the later stages of this year, as well as we come into the new year? So that's just some highlights there, y'all. It's a little bit of highlights there. Okay, I'm going to pause here just to give parts for us to tap into resources that is available here. We know that Black Friday is around the corner. We have the space of acknowledging that it's harvest season and acknowledging that we have holiday as well as mourning as well in this time from a decolonizing perspective. We have an ebook here that is called Exhaustion to Wellness Alchemy. Check it out. Use your phone. Use whatever item allows you to pick up that QR code, and you can learn more about Atima Consulting and our consortium, all the things that we're doing. Because I'm like, yo, I just want to say shout out to all the social workers like myself. Yo, this is the time, y'all. This is the time to be in a space to rest, to reimagine, to understand how we can be in a place to help communities and build communities. We've been taught that. So I just want to name that we're not going to play martyr. We're not going to be martyrs out in these spaces, but acknowledging that this is like time to shine, social workers. So I just want to name also, like, how are you taking care of yourselves, fellow social workers, fellow public health officers, educators. Just want to give a shout out to educators. I feel like I've been like not highlighting. I just want to say thank you, educators, for all that y'all been doing, because y'all have been frontline people as well. So giving room to acknowledging that you have a free resource. Feel free to play with it. Love that term. Shout out to Dr. Leticia Nieto, who talks about being able to use resources as toys versus like a tool. So I just want to say, use this opportunity, play with the toy, play with the resource here. The next one here is being able to name that we have a Black Friday special here with a wellness audit. You know, check it in to see, how are you really doing? Like, how's your organization doing? How can we best support you as a consulting and be in a place of being a health equity, community health, consortium that we are, which is very helpful to name. We have so many people on our team, and this subject matter advocates who do some really great work. And we've been doing work now for a while in communities across the nation. And that's been really great. But also shout out to the individuals. How are you able to name what you need? And so this audit is very helpful. If you use the code Friday50, you get 50% off of the wellness audit there. And then finally, a throwback, but a goodie is Breathe and Believe. And it is hoodies for social change. I'm really excited about this because I'm going to extend more great opportunity to invest in certain nonprofits as well, where a certain percentage will give back. So stay tuned for that. But until then, you do have the Black Friday special, Friday 50, to be able to purchase one of your favorite hoodies. There's really great ones out there. I think I'm gonna do something special maybe next week to present it to y'all a little bit, but we'll see. I'm not gonna like amp it up. I was encouraged to kind of like see what I have capacity for because I've been super excited about getting into streaming. So with that named and as a resource for y'all, here's what we have. We're going to be together on this part of the stream. Just want to say for those who just joined, thank y'all for joining. We're going to head over to Twitch and you can find me here, Twitch at what_the_qual, QOL, because we're going to play some more jams that I can't unfortunately play on Facebook as well as YouTube without getting potentially banned. So I want to give honor to copyright. I get it. I totally get it. But there are ways of being able to show up as like a DJ or facilitating music where we can stream without being alerted. So I'm going to give honor to that. I respect it, but I just don't want to get banned. So if you want to dance a little bit more, we'll head over to Twitch. You'll follow me there and we'll go over there in a little bit. But until then, we have some really dope artists who are royalty free, who are going to help us to finish out tonight's part 1 before we head over to Twitch. All right. So journal prompt tonight, once more, before we go back to the music, is reflect on belonging. Where in your life do you feel most seen and valued? How can you nurture more spaces where you and others feel like you belong? All right. Okay, let me get back to the music here. Let's see this one. Let's try this one.
Whoa. 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 Tired of living broke, so before I sleep I pray. Then I woke up to my money in the bank. Then I woke up to a chick that ain't complain. Real big goals and my homies want the same. Gangsters moving silence. We been down shutting up the doubters. Fly guys out of public housing. They slow to betting at 1,000. All them blessings I've been counting. God's work, man, this is God's work. Every single plan, it been God's work. Don't hate what I am, this is God's work. Take it up with the man, boy, it's God's work. God's word, man, this is God's word. Every single plan it been God's word. Don't hate what I am, this is God's word. Take it up with the man, this is, hold up, blessed up. They can't doubt it. Check the new chick I be out with. Check the new kicks in the outfit. Shit, I could probably quit rapping, be a stylist.
Okay, I noticed that my phone and my computer not sync. We're gonna try this again. Sorry, y'all.
All my niggas fly. More flavor than Ben and Jerry. All this ice and this cream, I getting flurries. Give dudes a shot, they think they Stephen Curry, but ain't got no heart to stay in the game, they Eddie Curry. I just got a check. Already got gold on my neck. So I'ma take that dough and invest in my kids, to me that's a bigger flex. Yes, tired of living broke, so before I sleep I pray. Then I woke up to my money in the bank. Then I woke up to a chick that ain't complain. Real big goals and my homies want the same. Gangsters moving silence. We been down shutting up the doubters. Fly guys out of public housing. They slow to betting at 1,000. All them blessings I've been counting. God's work, man, this is God's work. Every single plan it been God's work. Don't hate what I am, this is God's work. Take it up with the man, boy, it's God's work. God's work, man, this is God's work. Every single plan it been God's work. Don't hate what I am, this is God's work. Take it up with the man, this is, hold up. In a new bag, my new swag, new flows. I produce with these dudes like they know we're close. In the bank, I ball like a Sonic. My favorite 2 words, withdraw and deposit. Fresh to death, boy, my outfit's a eulogy. Money talks, I communicate fluently. Set the trend on what's cool, nigga. Usually, I be taking all of them to school, this is truancy. Haters got no win in me classer. I go noodles with the sauce, penny vodka. Comfy in and wide at me casa. S-side, we maneuver like the monsters. Moving silence. We been out shutting up the doubters. Fly guys out of public housing. They slow to betting at 1,000. All them blessings I've been counting. God's work, man, this is God's work. Every single plan it been God's work. Don't hate what I am, this is God's work. Take it up with the man, boy, it's God's work.
Yes, thank y'all so much for being with me on this side, part 1. We're going ahead to think about maybe 3 minutes or so. I'm gonna try to switch it over as soon as I can to head over to Twitch. But before I do, I just want to say thank y'all for joining me here. I believe what I'm trying to do also for next week is I got special requests to show up and do something for Thanksgiving, harvest season, all of that, just to really promote the level of more belonging, because we know that we're in a loneliness epidemic right now, and it's been here for a while. And so giving a space for that. Now, I do want to say that to do Thanksgiving in the way I want to do it, I'm going to try to find ways to make sure that we can enjoy it where I won't get banned, because I'm not trying to get banned from Facebook, y'all, because we're, just jamming out. Now, if I go to Twitch, that's another story. That's why I'm like, hey, try something else. New community that you can join at Twitch. Don't have to be there forever, but just when you want to hear some jams that allow me to do so. I'm trying to work out TikTok as well. But TikTok, I need a streaming key, and I don't have a streaming key. So that's what's kind of preventing me there. And I'm also working with Instagram. Yet Instagram has been having a little bit of glitches with Restream.io. So we're going to work some things out, y'all. So I'll keep y'all posted on everything. But again, before we leave, I want to give also the wellness practice here. Belonging check-in. Reach out to someone who makes you feel seen and offer gratitude. Reflect on where you feel belonging and how you can nurture it. Extend the same sense of belonging to someone else. And don't forget, belonging is also to yourself, right? How are you taking care of yourself? How do you sit with yourself? How do you give this resolve to yourself? How are you your best friend to yourself? That's important. That's important that we give to ourselves first before we can give to anybody else, okay? So very helpful to name that. So again, thank y'all so much for joining me here. We're going to head over to Stationhead. For those who are familiar with Stationhead, it is the opportunity to be able to jam via Spotify And you can find me on Station Head, which is just like audio, like a radio station. And here it comes across the ticker. It is What the Qual, WHATTHEQOL. And then there's Twitch, which is WHAT_THE_QOL. So I'm about to set up. Give me about 3 to 5 minutes to get over to Twitch and Station Head, and we'll resume for a little bit more jams that are more mainstream that you hear on the radio. But I can't save that video. It would just be live streaming without saving because, again, not trying to get banned, y'all. All right. Thank y'all. And to give props, just want to give props as a fellow creator, giving props to all those people who give amazing work. And we thank you for your music. We thank you for all that you're doing. Tonight I was using Audio, AUDIIO. And hopefully, the way that I invested in this, it should be approved by Facebook and YouTube to not be in a place where you won't hear like partial mute. So being partially muted, there we go. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Follow me at Station Head tonight, as well as Twitch. Heading over there in 3 to 5 minutes. All right. See y'all soon.